In the darkest hours of World War II, as the Axis powers advanced and the Allies sought a foothold in Europe, a covert operation was set into motion. An operation so audacious, so secretive, that its true nature would remain hidden for decades. This is the story of Operation Mincemeat, a tale of espionage, deception, and the lengths to which nations would go to secure victory. At the heart of this operation was a single corpse, a dead man who would play a pivotal role in deceiving the enemy. But how did the Allies come up with such a plan? And who was this mysterious man? The year was 1943. The Allies were preparing for the invasion of Sicily, a crucial step in their campaign to reclaim Europe. But they faced a formidable challenge: how to divert the Axis powers and ensure the success of their invasion. Behind closed doors, British intelligence officers brainstormed a plan so audacious it seemed almost fantastical. They would use deception, subterfuge, and a series of intricate details to mislead the enemy. The plan involved planting false intelligence on a corpse, making it appear as if it had been accidentally discovered by the enemy. These documents would lead the Axis powers to believe that the Allies were planning invasions elsewhere, diverting their attention and resources away from Sicily. But for this plan to work, every detail had to be perfect. The identity of the corpse, the backstory, the documents, and even the manner of its discovery. This was a game of high stakes, where the smallest mistake could cost thousands of lives. Join us as we delve into the intricate details of this operation, uncovering the secrets, the challenges, and the brilliant minds behind one of the most audacious deceptions in military history. At the helm of this audacious plan was Ewan Montagu, a British intelligence officer with the Naval Intelligence Division. Montagu, along with his colleague Charles Cholmondeley, would be tasked with turning a wild idea into a tangible, believable deception. The challenge was immense. They needed a corpse, one that could withstand scrutiny from the enemy. But where would they find such a body? And how would they ensure its discovery by the Axis powers? The identity of the corpse was crucial. It had to be believable, with a backstory that would stand up to investigation. After much deliberation, the team settled on a fictional persona, Major William Martin of the Royal Marines. To make Major Martin's identity convincing, Montagu and Cholmondeley created an intricate web of deception. They crafted love letters from a fictitious fiancé, ticket stubs from a London theater, and even a photograph of a made-up girlfriend. Every detail was meticulously planned to paint a picture of a real person with dreams, aspirations, and loved ones. But the most crucial element was the intelligence Major Martin would carry. Fake military plans, misleading correspondence, and deceptive strategies were crafted to divert the Axis powers' attention away from the Allies' true intentions. Spain, a neutral country but known to have pro-Axis sympathies, was chosen as the drop point. The hope was that the body would be discovered by Spanish authorities, and the documents would find their way into German hands. With the identity crafted and the plans in place, the next step was the execution. How would they ensure the body reached the Spanish shores? And would the Germans take the bait? As the pieces of this intricate puzzle came together, the stakes grew higher. The success of the Allied invasion of Sicily hung in the balance, and the weight of the war rested on the shoulders of those orchestrating this grand deception. The success of Operation Mincemeat hinged on a single, crucial element: the body of Major William Martin. But who was this man in reality? And how did the British intelligence secure a corpse for such a covert operation? The search for a suitable body was a challenge. It had to be someone whose death could be kept a secret, and whose physical condition would match the narrative of a plane crash victim. After an exhaustive search, the body of Glindwer Michael, a homeless man who had died from eating rat poison, was chosen. Glindwer Michael, a man with no family and a tragic end, would posthumously play a role in one of the most significant deceptions of the Second World War. With the body secured, the next challenge was the delivery. The HMS Seraph, a British submarine, was chosen for this clandestine mission. Under the command of Lieutenant Bill Jewell, the Seraph set sail with its unusual cargo, bound for the coast of Spain. Jules told his men that the canister contained a top-secret meteorological device to be deployed near Spain. On the 19th of April, Seraph set sail and arrived just off the coast of Huelva on the 29th of April, after having been bombed twice en route. After spending the day reconnoitering the coastline, at 4:15 a.m. on the 30th of April, Seraph surfaced. Jules had the canister brought up on deck, then sent all his crew below except the officers. They opened the container and lowered the body into the water. Jules read Psalm 39 and ordered the engines to full astern. The wash from the screws pushed the corpse toward the shore. The canister was reloaded, and the submarine traveled 12 miles out where it surfaced, and the empty container was pushed into the water. As it floated, it was riddled with machine gun fire so that it would sink. Because of the air trapped in the insulation, this effort failed, and the canister was destroyed with plastic explosives. Jules afterwards sent a message to the Admiralty to say, "Mincemeat completed." As the sun rose, the Seraph disappeared beneath the waves, leaving behind a body that would change the course of the war. The stage was set, and the fate of Operation Mincemeat now lay in the hands of the Spanish authorities and the German intelligence. The Allies waited with bated breath, hoping that their elaborate ruse would be believed. The next few days would determine the success or failure of their daring plan. April 30th, 1943. As the sun cast its first light, the body of Major William Martin was discovered by a local fisherman. Spanish authorities were quick to intervene. The presence of the chained briefcase indicated the importance of the deceased. Suspecting that the body might carry sensitive information, they discreetly alerted the German intelligence. Spain, though officially neutral, had channels of communication with the Axis powers. German agents in the region were always on the lookout for valuable intelligence. The discovery of Major Martin was a potential goldmine. The Germans were granted access to the documents, but the Spanish, wary of overtly siding with the Axis, made copies and sent the originals to the British. This move ensured that the British would remain in the loop, gauging the enemy's reactions in real time. As the Germans pored over the documents, the British waited anxiously. Every detail, every letter, every stamp had been meticulously crafted to withstand scrutiny. Would the Germans believe the deception? The documents painted a convincing picture. They suggested that the Allies were planning to invade Greece and Sardinia, diverting attention away from the real target, Sicily. The ruse was working. The information reached the highest echelons of the German command. Hitler himself was convinced of the authenticity of the documents, ordering reinforcements to Greece and Sardinia. The Axis powers had taken the bait. As German troops moved to defend the wrong locations, the Allies prepared for their true mission. The stage was set for the invasion of Sicily, with the enemy none the wiser. July 9th, 1943. A massive Allied armada approached the shores of Sicily. Operation Husky, the invasion of Sicily, had begun. But thanks to Operation Mincemeat, the Axis powers were caught off guard. Over 160,000 Allied troops, supported by more than 2,000 ships and 4,000 aircraft, descended upon Sicily. The Germans and Italians, expecting attacks in Greece and Sardinia, had left Sicily relatively undefended. While resistance was fierce in some areas, the Allies made significant headway, capturing key towns and strategic points. The deception had worked. The German High Command, realizing their error, scrambled to redirect their forces. But for the people of Sicily, the invasion brought a mix of emotions. While many saw the Allies as liberators, freeing them from fascist rule, others feared the uncertainties of war and occupation. The battle for Sicily was not just against the Axis powers, but also against the challenging terrain. Mountainous regions, narrow roads, and well-fortified positions tested the mettle of the Allied forces. Despite the challenges, the Allies pressed on. Town by town, village by village, they pushed the Axis forces back, inching closer to victory. The success of the Sicilian campaign was a testament to the power of deception and strategy. Operation Mincemeat had played its part, setting the stage for one of the most significant victories of the Second World War. The success in Sicily was more than just a territorial gain for the Allies. It set off a chain reaction, a domino effect that would reshape the political and military landscape of Europe. The loss of Sicily was a significant blow to Benito Mussolini's fascist regime. Dissent grew, and confidence in Il Duce's leadership waned. By late July 1943, just weeks after the fall of Sicily, Mussolini was arrested, and the fascist government collapsed. Italy was at a crossroads. The Italian people, tired of war and fascist rule, rejoiced. But the political vacuum also presented an opportunity for the Allies. Secret negotiations began. The Allies sought an armistice with Italy, hoping to turn the nation from an enemy to a co-belligerent against Nazi Germany. On September 8th, the armistice was publicly announced. Italy had officially surrendered to the Allies. But this was just the beginning. The Germans, anticipating Italy's switch in allegiance, swiftly moved to occupy key parts of the country. The Italian campaign had begun, with battles raging from Salerno to Monte Cassino. The Allies, now with some Italian units fighting alongside them, faced a formidable German defense. The journey to Rome would be long and arduous. The ripples of Operation Mincemeat were felt far beyond the shores of Sicily. The deception had not only paved the way for the invasion, but had also set in motion events that would change the course of the war in Europe. On May 7, 1945, Germany officially surrendered. The war in Europe was over. The world rejoiced, but the cost of victory was immense. As the world began to rebuild, the stories of covert operations and deceptions like Mincemeat came to light. These tales showcased the depth of strategy, intelligence, and daring that went beyond the battlefields. The legacy of Operation Mincemeat and other deceptive strategies was profound. They highlighted the importance of information, perception, and the psychological dimensions of warfare. As the annals of history were written, the audacious plans, the brave soldiers, and the masterminds behind the scenes were all remembered. Their contributions, both overt and covert, shaped the outcome of a war that changed the world. Decades have passed since the end of World War II, yet the fascination and intrigue surrounding its events remain undiminished. Among the many tales of valor and strategy, Operation Mincemeat stands out as a testament to the power of deception and intelligence. The story of Major William Martin, a fictitious persona that played a pivotal role in the war, serves as a reminder of the countless unnamed individuals whose contributions, though hidden, were invaluable. Today, in a quiet corner of Huelva, a memorial stands in honor of Glindwer Michael, the man whose unfortunate death gave life to Major Martin. A poignant tribute to the unexpected ways in which individuals shape history. As the years go by and the veterans of the war pass on, it becomes even more crucial to remember, reflect, and learn from the past. Future generations, armed with the knowledge of history's triumphs and tragedies, carry the responsibility of ensuring that the lessons of the past are not forgotten. Operation Mincemeat, a small chapter in the vast tome of World War II, offers insights into the complexities of war, the importance of strategy, and the boundless human capacity for innovation and resilience.